Okay, so what if I told you that just two simple words could completely change how you deal with, well, everyone in your life? Today, we are diving into Mel Robbins' brilliant let them theory. It's an idea that's so simple, it's almost deceptive, but wow, is it powerful. It might just be the breakthrough you've been looking for.
So, let me ask you this, and be honest. Have you ever ended a day feeling totally wiped out, just completely drained, because you spent all your energy worrying about what other people were thinking, or saying, or doing? You know that feeling, right?
Well, if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. And here's the thing. According to Mel Robbins, the problem isn't actually you. The problem is that we're all stuck fighting this totally unwinnable battle. We pour so much energy into trying to control the one thing we absolutely can't, other people. And while we're doing that, we're just giving away all of our power without even realizing it.
So, what's the fix for this crazy-making, unwinnable battle? You're not going to believe how simple it is. It's just two words that act like a pressure release valve for all that pent-up frustration. The phrase is simply, let them. Now, hold on, don't get me wrong. This isn't about being passive or letting people walk all over you. Not at all. This is an active decision. It's about you choosing to free yourself from that impossible job of trying to manage everyone else. It's how you finally start to reclaim your own peace of mind.
Just think about how this plays out in your day-to-day life. That colleague who walks in with a storm cloud over their head, let them. Your family members who don't get your career choice, let them. That person online posting something that just makes your blood boil, you guessed it, let them. Even the person driving like a snail in front of you, seriously, just let them. Every single time you do this, you're taking back a little piece of your own energy.
But, okay, this is where the theory gets really good, because let them is only the first half of the magic trick. If you just stop there, you can actually end up feeling kind of superior or even a little bit isolated. The real secret, the part that changes everything, is what comes next.
And you can see why right here on this comparison. When it's just let them, it's easy to fall into blame mode, right? It's just a temporary fix. But when you add the second part, let me, man, the whole game changes. You're not just detaching, you're creating balance. You're fostering your own empowerment. You're taking responsibility. That is the real power move.
So here it is, the big secret. It's not about disconnecting from what they're doing. The magic is in immediately re-engaging with what you are doing. It's this quick, powerful pivot back to your own choices, your own power, and your own life.
Okay, so let's put this whole thing together. To really get how this two-part formula works in the real world, Mel Robbins uses this fantastic analogy that just makes it all click into place.
I want you to picture a seesaw of power. Now, when someone does something that gets under your skin, that triggers that negative reaction, it's like your side of the seesaw just slams down to the ground. You feel heavy, you feel stuck, you're weighed down by it.
So here's how you get back in control. Step 1, the trigger happens. Your side of the seesaw hits the dirt. Step 2, you say, let them. That's the push. You literally push off the ground and rise above all that negativity. But you can't just hang there in the air looking down on them. That's where step 3, the most important step, comes in. Let me. This is you deciding what you're going to do next. This is you bringing that seesaw back to a perfect, powerful, balanced state. Let's make this super real with an example that, yeah, it can be pretty painful. Mel Robbins uses this one herself. If your friends are not inviting you out to brunch this weekend, let them. Oof, that stings, right? That's a classic moment where your side of the seesaw would hit the ground hard. But now, watch what happens when you apply the full theory. First, you take a breath and you say, okay, let them have their weekend. You've just pushed off. Then, boom, the pivot. Let me focus on something I can control. Let me call that other friend I've been meaning to see. Let me create my own joy today. See what just happened? You took a moment of hurt and powerlessness and turned it into an act of complete self-empowerment.
And what you're left with when you start doing this, it's a huge shift in how you move through the world. It's all about taking back your power and putting it where it actually belongs, with you.
And let's be absolutely crystal clear about this. This is not giving up. This is not being a doormat. It is the exact opposite. It's a strategic decision. You are reallocating your most precious resources, your time and your energy, away from stuff you can't change, and you're investing it all back into building a life you actually want to live.
Here's the beautiful, kind of paradoxical thing that happens. As Mel Robbins points out, the more you stop trying to manage and control people and you just let them be who they are, your relationships can actually get so much better. You're creating space for a real connection instead of just constant friction.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. Just for a second, think about all the time, all the mental energy you've spent trying to control, manage, and worry about other people. Just imagine it all. Now ask yourself, what could you build? What could you create? What would you do with the life that you've been given away?